Here we have 2016 Super Bowl ticket. This is when Denver beat Carolina. Von Miller was the MVP. Manning didn't have his best Super Bowl, but he did a fantastic job with Denver after he left Indianapolis, kind of forced out, had some issues with his health, went to Europe, fixed his back or his neck, came back and did excellent in Denver. And this was the one year where I really felt like, Peyton Manning should have called it a career, and he ultimately did. But he was still just good enough with a tremendous defense to win the Super Bowl against Cam Newton. Just wish Brian Dawkins could have won a Super Bowl with Denver. When he left Philadelphia, Brian Dawkins played 1 or 2 years with the Broncos, but unfortunately left or retired just before they won the Super Bowl. Here we have my ticket. So I didn't go to the Super Bowl, but I did manage to pick up 2 of these. I have one that's currently ungraded because I want to get signed just like I did with this one. So for this ticket, maybe I'll get Foles and Kelsey to sign it. Not sure yet. But here we have is graded by PSA, and got a near mint 7 ticket, 9 auto. I don't know how this is a 9 auto, but I guess when you use a Sharpie and you have this area of the autograph, you can see a little bit through, a little streaky, but not much, where Foles wrote the S in his last name. But this is my favorite Super Bowl ticket. Obviously, I'll have to get the Super Bowl ticket from last night, and I'll get that signed by Jalen Hurts. But that Super Bowl ticket means a lot to me. Here we have the 2019 Super Bowl ticket where New England beat the Rams. I was actually rooting for the Patriots here. Eagles beat them, so I wanted to see Brady win another Super Bowl because I think he's the first or second greatest quarterback of all time next to Montana. And I believe this might have been the last year where they actually let folks have paper tickets to get scanned. Since then, everything has been, cell phone, which we have this ticket here. So this is from 2022. This is when the Rams beat Cincinnati, Joe Burrow. It was nice to see Matt Stafford finally win his first Super Bowl, actually just make the playoffs. This was his first year with the Rams. It's a nice ticket, it's for, it says that it's for, basically, it's a souvenir ticket only, but it's a pretty cool ticket. A couple quick things I'd like to talk about. So here we have 1960, and Frank Gifford got knocked out by Chuck Bednarik. And I met Chuck Bednarik at the first Philadelphia Sports Hall of Fame. Banquet. He was a first-year introductory member. Also met Paul Arizin, Smoking Joe Frazier, and a few other folks. But Concrete Charlie, even at that age, and I forget how old he was, but he was older, and he was built like a tank still, and his hands, they felt like you were actually, grabbing a hold of concrete, a brick molded hand when he shook my hand. But he was so nice, and he signed this for me too. Unfortunately, he did a little bit of he got a little bit of smear over here with the autograph, but that doesn't really bother me though. I'm just happy to have had a chance to meet him.
Perhaps the only thing he loved more than being Concrete Charlie was telling the story of his most famous play.
the tackle that I made on Frank Gifford. The clock is running down. I'd say 35, 40 seconds to play. And we're ahead 14-10. They're driving. Gifford swings out of the backfield. Here he is coming across the field, looking at the ball, down and in, down and in. They're dangerous. That's like a Volkswagen going down a one-way street, and a Mack truck is coming the opposite way. He went backwards, and the ball flew in the air. Chuck Weber fell on it. I had no idea where Frank Gifford was, and I turned around, and I said these exact words: "This game is over, over." Some cameraman went click. He got me standing over him.
They say that photo is one of the most famous in NFL history. But as bad as it looks for Mr. Gifford, I know Pop-Pop liked him quite a bit.
Frank's a good friend of mine. As a matter of fact, we were standing together for a function, and he said, "I made you famous, didn't I?"
And I don't have any cards from 1960 because the Eagles' starting quarterback in this game was Norm Van Brocklin. Excellent quarterback in the Hall of Fame. Oh, I like how he says, "Sorry, Frank," so I don't want to cover up that. And then before that, the Eagles also won the... People think that the Green Bay Packers, did everything, but the Eagles actually beat the Packers multiple times. So in 1948 and 49, the Eagles won the NFL championship. And here are some cards. So the starting quarterback for those Eagles teams were Tommy Thompson. So I got 2 Thompson cards. Here's his 48 Bowman, and here's his 48 Leaf. And what's nice is this is an actual 48 Leaf card, not like baseball, how they're all 49s. I picked up this one because of the centering. It's hard to find, untrimmed Leaf cards or vintage cards in general, pre-war, post-war, that aren't trimmed. And here's the Bowman card. So you can definitely tell that, Leaf had the advantage over Bowman in 1948 when it came to cards. I mean, look at the bright colors. And the picture's clear, too. And here, speaking of Concrete Charlie, here's Chuck Bednarik's rookie card from 1949 Leaf. And this is an actual 49 issue. I believe he is the last Penn graduate to make the Hall of Fame. He's also, I think he was in the 4th or 5th Hall of Fame class too. That started in the early 1960s. So with the Super Bowl ticket I showed you from when Oakland Raiders beat the Eagles, well, here's Jaworski's first Topps card with the Eagles uniform. Standard 1970s card, but I did like the design Topps used in the 50s and 60s for their cards. Sometimes I wish baseball would have did the same designs. Same thing for Bowman in the 50s. Here's my Nick Foles rookie card. Very shiny. So this is number 99, not 96 out of 99. Here we have my Carson Wentz rookie card. You got to have him. He still played a big factor in our first Super Bowl win. Is this number 2? I don't even know. Probably somewhere. Oh, this isn't the championship. This is just the Contenders version. That's probably why. Speaking of McNabb, Mr. Chunky Soup Guy. Here's his rookie card. So this is 1999 Playoff Contenders. So this is when Contenders was its own company and wasn't purchased by Panini yet. I like this card. The autograph's a little streaky. Did they even grade the autograph on this? Maybe not. Maybe they just graded the card with the autograph too. Or maybe this is the autograph grade and this is the card. I don't, no idea. But so this is McNabb's rookie card. It's a special print. I don't know what numbers these are. And speaking of recent Super Bowls, this is the card, Cooper DeJean, that my son bought me for Christmas present, without me knowing. He picked it up at the December Philly show when I wasn't watching. Paid for it out of his own lawn mowing money. And we have 2 cards of Jalen Hurts in the house. I don't know too much about this card other than this is Don Russ. It's a Don Russ card, I think, and it's Elite Series, whatever that means. And it's very shiny. And the last card I'm going to show today, and this one means a lot to me, even though this person won a Super Bowl with the Packers, but not with my Eagles. So here's Reggie White, 1986 McDonald's card. This was actually a game card where you scratch this off and, you know, you win something. They came out with different colors during the week. I picked this one. Not that I picked it, I didn't have much of a choice, but this one I liked because it has the green game coupon offer, which is still attached. It's got some stats about Reggie. And the reason I got this is I bought it raw, but Reggie White signed it. And you can see here he has his Bible verse that he's famous for signing. I don't own too many Reggie White. I mean, I have his 86 Topps card, obviously, from what my stepfather left. But this means a lot. This is one of the cards I'll never let go in my collection. And that's it, folks.